Hello, it's Kristen here. I'm talking about the next episode of Jesus, a Life in History. It's a new year and another new and exciting episode is on its way on February the 8th, taking place in Wokingham at King's Church. This is episode 5. Now, if you've missed the first 4 episodes, they were sort of recorded and I am slowly trying to get them done. It's just life is incredibly busy at the moment, but I am quite pleased that I'm slowly kind of getting through the integrated text. Episode 5, we're going to be looking at the point at which most of the 3 synoptic gospels effectively start Jesus' ministry as he comes into Galilee. We've actually, in the last 4 episodes, we've kind of looked at, there's been a whole lot of stuff going on. Jesus has already met most of those that we're going to think of as his disciples. He's got a group of disciples, he's not yet appointed the 12. And the period we're looking at as Jesus comes into Galilee is actually in the kind of the beginnings of something new, because this is the point where John the Baptist has now been arrested. It marks a signal in Jesus' heart and he starts to operate in a new way. There seems to be a little bit of fuzziness at the beginning where some of his disciples seem to kind of spread back to where they've come from, and then he kind of regathers them. And then at the end of the period we're going to come to the very beginning of the Sermon on the Mount, which is the beginning of a much more focused and intensive moral development of his disciples. He's been intriguing to them before. He's taught them incredible things about grace. They've seen incredible miracles, and there's been something of the Holy Spirit involved, because John has already testified that Jesus will baptize with the Spirit and fire, not just with water. They've been involved in that. But now at this point, Jesus is going to start itinerating with a very concrete agenda and a deliberate kind of franchise policy where he starts to build up individuals and pairs and teams with a view to multiplying what it is that he carries as something, the message that he wants to get out into the world. So it's going to be a really fantastic time. First episode of 2025. There'll be another break because of Easter, I think, and some other things going on. But we are slowly working our way through the life of Jesus, seeing him in his historical context, seeing it more as an adventure, but with all of the interesting theological and prophetic implications of the events that happen. So hope to see you. I think we're going to be meeting at 10 o'clock with coffee, starting about 10:30. We go on for just a couple of hours. And there'll be notes again available. So thank you so much for those of you who come regularly. If you don't make it every time, it doesn't matter. There's still a huge amount that we get out of each session. So as we look at the beginning of what we often think of as the concrete phase of Jesus's life, ministry of life on earth. Jesus, Life in History, February the 8th, Wokingham, King's Place, about 10. See you then. Bye.